You're interested in growing, expanding into supermarkets. You want to go into more stores. You want to go into Publix. You want to get into H-E-B. You want to go into Super Value, or you want to go into Wegmans. You're interested in Costco. You're interested in your local chain. It could be Hy-Vee. It could be an independent location. It doesn't matter. If you're looking to grow your business, you want to grow your brand, your food products into more locations, you're going to have to ask yourself at least these 5 questions. Now, I have 9 pillars to build, to share with retail buyers, and that's what I've used to help my clients grow by millions. We've actually approached over $1 billion in retail sales over the last 25 years at Tim Forrest Consulting. But I'm going to share with you 5 of the top questions you need to ask yourself before you approach a buyer to sell your product and share value. And even if you're not supplying any of this information, you need to start. So the first one, you need to ask yourself before you go to talk to a category manager, a buyer, a distributor, anyone, is number 1, is my product innovative? Now, there's a test. When people approach me, when I talk to people, brand owners, food entrepreneurs, I'm thinking about this issue. Is it innovative? So number 1, the test that I do is a 2-part test. So I ask myself, is it an unmet need? And the second part is, are they aware of this need, and are they willing to pay for it? And so that's the number 1 thing that we're looking for. We're looking for items that consumers want and are willing to pay for. Number 2, before you go to buyers, you need to ask yourself, how am I going to drive traffic? The legacy brands drive consumers and shoppers into the stores to buy the products that are on the shelves today. So you need to ask yourself, how am I going to drive traffic? And when I say you need to ask yourself, if you're going to be successful, get on the shelf, you need to be able to explain how you're driving traffic, not only to the store, but directly to the category to purchase your product. And the third one, this one is surprising for some, because I know so many of the folks that call me are, Tim, I want to be super successful. I want to grow my business to millions. I want to make this happen. And we've been very successful. But you need to turn that around, and you need to ask yourself the question, how am I going to make them money? The buyer wants to know how you're going to help them make more money. And oftentimes, you're not thinking about, you're worried about your product. You're building a great product. You want to do a great job and offer this wonderful tasting recipe, this wonderful product to the buyer. But what they're looking for in your presentation, this is why the 9 pillars is so effective, is to understand how is it you're going to help them make more money. Category managers are judged on the performance, the financial performance of their category at the end of the year. So they're looking for you to be able to explain that. And there's 2 basic areas they're looking for. They're looking for new dollars, or they're looking for more dollars. So they're looking for items to replace poor performers, and they're looking for opportunities to bring new people to the category, new dollars to the category, to serve new functions, new innovation that we just talked about earlier in the category. So that would be the third question you want to ask yourself. How are you going to make them more money? The next question, the fourth question you want to ask is, how are you going to get the product delivered there? You've got 2 basic areas you want to think about. One is the food broker. You need to possibly start with a food broker, convince them that you can be successful in these retailers and go forward. And then how are you going to distribute the product? How are you going to get the product into the locations? And that's going to be through a distributor. And so that process, I've got videos and information on my site on both of those. I actually train brands to manage food brokers. So that is something that you do need to ask yourself about, is how we're going to do that. And the last one, you want to understand and be able to share, how are you connected to your consumers? What is it about your brand that connects with consumers, and be able to articulate that? You need to be able to share with buyers the fact that you've got a built-in customer base. When you show up on the shelf, your products are going to be wanted by their current folks and to be accepted. So I hope this video has helped. I've got another opportunity for you for information with my book that's been published this year. Everyone's got a recipe. You can download the first chapter for free at gettimsbook.com. Thanks for watching.